This is Charlie Parsons for Boxing Social, here post-fight Beterbiev Yarde with Andy Clarke. Andy, what a fight.
Yeah, it was absolutely amazing. It was just unbelievable. The kind of fight that you just feel so privileged to be ringside for. And both guys all week have been class. They were fantastic in the ring tonight, gave us absolutely everything they could have. It was back and forth. Beterbiev was banging trouble at one point. I thought that he was gassing after about 5 or 6 rounds, but he was always dangerous. He was dangerous when he was hurt. And when the end came, it was a great stoppage from Tunde as well, because Steve Gray gave Anthony every chance, which you have to in a world title fight. We saw it last week with Chris and Liam, and I thought that was fine for Steve to let this go on. But as soon as Beterbiev locked on and started landing, again, much like last week, Tunde was straight in, and it was a good stoppage, a good bit of work by him. So I just thought everyone tonight just did brilliantly. Just a great advert for boxing all round.
It's impossible to criticise Anthony Yarde after a performance like that, but is there anything, just a small minor thing that you think he could have implemented that would have just changed the way of the fight?
No, I don't think so. He had a quick chat with Gareth on TalkSport on his way out, and he just said, I just think that experience is so important. And maybe that was the difference, because he pushed it when he needed to push it. He had a great first couple of rounds. He won those first 2 rounds. Then it got hard. It looked like he might unravel, but he dug in. He didn't unravel. You're taking a risk when you try and unload on Beterbiev, because when he's hurt, when he's in a bit of trouble himself, he's just as dangerous. He's dangerous every second he's in there. So you have to roll that dice and take that risk. You have to. You absolutely have to. He did that, and in the end, he just got hit with one too many. And no, I don't think there's anything he can. They're never proud of defeats, fighters. It's just how they are. But it's one of those ones where when he's retired in a few years, I think maybe he will look back on this and be proud of what he did. But there's nothing I don't think he could have done differently or better, to be honest with you.
Has he cemented himself as a top 5 light heavyweight in the world, Anthony Yarde, after that showing?
Yeah, I mean, you look at the kind of fights that Beterbiev has had, and Vostik's given him his hardest fight. But that was probably just as hard, maybe. So that's the kind of bracket he's put himself in there, and just total respect to him for it, because people have questioned him a lot. People have questioned the trainer a lot. They question the lack of amateur experience, the way that his career has been moved. And okay, he's had 2 world title fights and lost them both, but wow, has he gone in deep. You know, away in Russia against Kovalev, when he could have taken the step aside money, and then against somebody like Beterbiev, you know, it doesn't get much more difficult than that, to be honest. And yeah, I mean, like I say, it's a loss, and they're never easy to take for professionals. But you know, he was superb. And Beterbiev, what a champion, because he was in trouble there, like I said, and he is 38. And it's when you get in trouble halfway through a fight against a fresher guy away from home, that's exactly the point at which somebody might start to think, I don't know if I really want this as much as I used to. If ever you're going to kind of even just a tiny bit start to swallow it, it's then. You know, that was Yarde created peak conditions for Beterbiev to feel his age, and he wouldn't have it.
Andy, top man. I think I'm in everyone's way, so thank you very much for your time.